Hello, Diane. How you doing, girl? Hey, Miss Dolly. How you doing? Yeah, you're stopping up. Well, what you been up to, Miss Dolly? Hello, Janet. Oh, Lord. Good as it can get, I reckon. Hello, KT. You doing all right tonight? Uh-oh. You trying to say we're in trouble, Janet? Yeah, I better get my bulletproof vest on, I guess. Okay, okay. I would say a mouth that big, I don't see how you could miss it, but I won't say that. You didn't do like that guy on that Scream video, did you, Diane? I sent Diane a link to a bunch of funny videos. It's that James Brown song that I feel good. Hey, Ron C, how you doing? Ron, what you been up to? I appreciate it, Mr. Kenny. Oh, Kenny quick on the draw. He can get this stuff posted in a heartbeat. Hello, Sharon. How you doing tonight? Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna need it. Way this starting off. Have you got your jacket on, Ron? It ought to be getting a little cool up there where you're at. Hey, you got your days and nights mixed up, Sharon. Yeah, I could lay down and go to sleep right now. That bug talk about, man, you get over that thing, you can't get enough sleep. It's a little better every day. Damn. You get a blowtorch, look like.
Howdy, y'all.
Hello, Mr. Kenny. How you doing?
Oh, doing just fine and dandy. Just got an echo for some reason. I would have went to your live last night, but I actually fell asleep way before your live even started.
I figured that.
And I thought I'd come up here and rescue you because it looked like you're cutting in and out there a time or two.
Yeah, this thing just bouncing around tonight. I don't know. I just got too many people on it, I think.
Did you get you? I was gonna say, did you get you another hotspot?
Yeah, I got to put a new battery in it, and that took care of that. But that's a
you can actually replace those batteries in those things?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't think you could.
Yeah, I think a battery costs $26 or something like that.
$26 to.
Yeah. You just unsnap the back of the case, put it in.
Because I know on my phone and on Dad's phone, you can't remove the batteries on these things.
No, on that phone you can't. Hello, Angie. How you doing tonight? Hey, I wish you could on the phone.
Unless you can find a specialty store that will actually work on the tablet.
I don't think they do it.
I think they're going to tell you you're better off just to go ahead and get you another phone when your battery quits.
Yeah. I tell you what, that phone front hotspot is a place called Badger Us, and what's that, NJ? You going to get another puppy? You got two. You might as well get one more.
Hey, Sharon Lewis, I seen your comment there. Like Janice Moss is saying, I go Monday to see if I'm waiting to see if I'm going to have that gallbladder removed or not. Or if they're just going to leave it. I can't imagine them leaving it, especially if I've got gallstones and an infection in there. I can't imagine them go ahead and leave it.
Hell, I imagine you'll be glad when you find out. Sure, won't you?
Yeah. I just don't want to take the chance. If I've actually got that much of an issue, I just don't want to take the chance on being out, especially out there on the way blue yonder out there where I ain't gonna be nowhere near no hospital, no nothing. Take a chance on possibly having one of those attacks.
Hello, Roman. How you doing?
Hey, Roman with Ringo. Well, I'm going Monday. I've already had one opinion. And one opinion is to go ahead and get it removed and be done with it. Because like I said, when I had the ultrasound done on the gallbladder, they not only did the doctor at the ER look at the results, but they had a surgeon that was on call look at the results, and the surgeon agreed with the ER doctor to go ahead and have it removed because of gallstones and infection in there. But they wanted me to follow up with the surgeon. Of course, the surgeon that they had me follow up with, that surgeon was totally booked up until September. Booked that far in advance up till September the 12th, and I'm like, if I've got gallstones and infection in there, I don't want to wait that long. So I said, can I have something? Can I have something sooner than that? So they when I called for the outpatient again, and when I called and I requested for a different surgeon, I said, can you give me something can you give me something that's can you give me something that's closer than September 12th, and they scheduled me with one for the 8th, and gonna go from there.
Ronnie, everybody in chat. I can see you chatter right now. I'm on my phone, so
You're sounding so robotic, Ron.
yeah.
You can take me down, Ron. Hey, Down Under Cruisers. Thank you, Sharon Lewis.
There you go, Ron again. Hello, Sean.
But yeah, hey, Sean from the Down Under Cruisers.
This thing locked up.
No, I'm not. I'm not worried about it. I may go ahead, even if they decide, even if I may go ahead and make a suggestion to go ahead and just tell them to go ahead and take it on out if they would.
Do it now, or you can do it later, Kenny.
Do what?
You know, I said you do it now, or you can do it later.
Well, I'd rather them just go ahead and just. I'd rather them just go ahead and just take it on out and be done with it.
Yeah, that's right. I think you're probably right.
Because
you're gonna get all.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And that was just an opportunity that was too good to pass up. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I know. They do it laparoscopically. And so they'll have 3 incisions, and I should be I'll go in one day and I should be out by that afternoon. The longest stay I should, if I have to stay, the longest it should be only one night, and that's it.
What is the damn thing?
So yeah, so
I may have to Ricky keep us online.
What, Ron? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ron.
I'm gonna go down for a minute and reboot this hotspot and see if I can get this thing settled down. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, I'll just keep the live going.
All right.
But anyway, like I was saying, that I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I just be done with it and go on my merry way, so to speak. But yeah, I've heard of people, if they wait too long with it, that they can go septic, because that poison, it goes in their systems, and then it just goes all through your bloodstream and everything else, and then you're really in trouble. Then. And see, I would rather them do it now and not wait for that. Yeah, laparoscopic, yep.
Yeah, let's see if that's any better.
Welcome back, Ron.
Yeah. See if that's any better. I tell you what, I'm lost in this chat. It was cutting in and out so much, I don't even know where to start at. Hello, Sean. Mr. Mobang.
Hey, Mobang. Mobang for your bucks. But I have tried to change some things up in my diet and not eat a whole lot of fatty, greasy foods. Because I've heard from some people it's been with the medical field with gallbladder issues, it can activate it and make it worse.
Yep, you can do.
Make you in pain. So I have been, I have, like I said, when I had that sloppy Joe mix, it was 75% lean. I think it was, wasn't it, Dan?
Hello, Tim. That is Kathleen Klein. Yeah, you know that kind of deal. Eventually you're gonna have to get it done. So might as well get it done right now and get it over with.
Well, I know you said that if it gets down, if one of those stones gets down in one of those ducts, they're gonna have to go in there and get it.
Yeah, and that's not an easy surgery right there now. Hello, Darren. How you doing, bud? Mr. Timmy.
Hey, Darren. Hey, Tim.
Oh, me. Well, I tell you what, did y'all finally start where you wasn't getting rain all the time?
Well, it come a good thunder blunder blaster of a storm earlier this evening about actually not this evening, yesterday evening, because it's already a new day here. Not Van Life Biker. But anyway, so yeah, it come such a bad of a storm it hit about, I guess, about somewhere between 4 and 5 o'clock yesterday evening, and didn't stop until I guess about a little bit after 7:30, 8 o'clock. And I wasn't sure. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if I was going to be.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that can't type chats out on the phone. My fingers just too big. Yeah, if y'all run the combine, y'all don't need no water, do you, Cat?
Surely they don't. Surely they don't donate that gallbladder to somebody else, do they?
Do what?
Ron Sees America said. Ron Sees America said, "Get it done right now, so it can be donated to the next person that needs it." I don't think anybody's gonna want my gallbladder after it's taken out, because they didn't do nothing with that. They didn't. I'm like, what are you talking about there, Rod?
Boy, we need some here, Timber Ray.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it's getting scary here. It ain't gonna take nothing to start a fire, dry as everything is. A little piece of glass or anything. You make you a necklace out of that stone, Kenny.
No, not hardly. No, I don't even want to keep it. I just want them to take it and do whatever they do with it. Say goodbye, good riddance. Be done.
Mm-mm. Yes, ma'am. I'm in Texas.
Troy says says no, they're going to throw that thing away. The surgeon will probably fling at the garbage across the surgery room.
Hello, Troy. Yeah, I'm just right out.
Yes.
You dashing around the town, Mister Mobang?
You must have kidney stones, Tim, from Time for Exploring.
Yeah, that's what he's got.
Thankfully, I've not had to experience that. No, I'm not no organ donor. I'm not. That's one thing I'm not no. Now I will say I have donated blood in the past, but it's been a good while since I've done that. Hey, Amy.
we go again. Hello, Miss Amy. It's amazing how fast they can do that now.
Yeah, I've heard where they do knee surgeries now. The people are in there one day and then out pretty much the same. They're up walking on it a few hours after having the surgery done on it too.
Yeah, I was watching a deal the other day. They got that knee replacement.
Yeah.
45 minutes, and all of it's done by a robot. And they claim these new knees they got. And used to, they'd tell you if you had a knee put in, it would last 10 years. And now they claim these knees they've got to stay 30, 40 years. Well, they coming on it, Jolly. I imagine somewhere down the line that's what's going to happen to me. That left knee doesn't get busted up too many times. How you feeling, Miss Amy? Hello, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa. I think her name is Lizelle, I think.
I don't know. That's as close as I can get.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know. YouTube's been going crazy today. Crazier. Get a pain in your ear. Just
I've had it where my ear will just all of a sudden just start itching.
Yeah. Just every once in a while. I've had both my eardrums busted. But every once in a while I just get a sharp pain down in that ear. It'll get your attention.
So it's pronounced Lizelle. Or Lizelle. Anyway, I probably just butchered it even more.
You better than me, Kenny. When I see names like that, I just do a wild ass guess.
Okay. Thanks for correcting me, James.
Well, the way mine got busted, I don't think tubes would help, Janet. I mean, Diane. Oh, he was wearing his shirt, huh?
I seen that picture, Amy. That was a good picture. That actually brought back memories when I first met up with Ron, Please America, in Branson. That's when I first met up with. That's first time that I had. That's the first time I'd seen him was in Branson.
Well, did you have pineapple anything on the menu, Amy? Well, dang. Hello, Fairy Dust. You know, I didn't realize that a busted eardrum, I didn't think they could grow back. But apparently, they did some checking on my ears here a while back. And the guy asked me if I'd ever had surgery on my ears. And I told him no. He said, well, I told him they were both busted, you know. He said, yeah, I can see where they're busted. He said, I thought you'd had surgery. He said, both of them have grown back. I didn't know that was possible. I thought once you busted the eardrum, it was finished.
See, I just learned something new. I didn't know busted. I didn't know you could actually bust your eardrum.
Oh, yeah.
So I take it if you once your eardrum bust, you're not gonna be able to hear out of it.
Well, no, you can still hear, but it messes it up some. But like I used to like to dive, and now I can get down about, well, if I heal back up, I can probably do it again. But I couldn't get over 5 or 6 foot deep after I busted them eardrums. It felt like you're sticking a knife in both ears. There.
Mm.
But no, explosion busted mine.
I know I've got some family members that they actually had to have. I've actually got some cousins that had to have tubes put in their ears.
Hmm. Nobody can do a lot of crazy things. Well, there for a while, every kid that come along was getting tubes put in their ears. You already called and placed a to-go order, Ron. It really is. We were reading some of those old books, and you know, you don't think about it, but something like Kenny's problem, that could have killed him a few years ago. But you know, what is it? 1946, they came up with penicillin, I think it was. And up to that point, you could get a splinter under your fingernail and get gangrene, they'd kill you. Or cold, pneumonia, any of that, appendicitis. That'll all kill.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they didn't have any antibodies.
Okay.
And
So they had to figure out a way to come up with their own antibodies, right?
yeah, well, in 1946, I think right at the end of World War II, they came up with penicillin. Well, that was the first. It's not an antibiotic, but it's something like it, you know.
Yeah.
And then they carried from there. Yeah, Janice, that's why my mom, she had that surgery, and about 2 months later, my aunt had it. My mom got cut wide open and took her a year to get over it, and my aunt had that band-aid surgery, and 2 weeks she was up going good. Come a long way. They tell me the worst part of that, uh, gallbladder or kidney stone, is to where they can get in there and operate. They blow air in your stomach and
Yeah.
puff your stomach where they got room to work, and they can see. And
Yeah.
they claim that air, for some reason, that air tries to go out through the top of your shoulders, and they claim it cramp up sometimes pretty.
And he's froze, it looks like. He back.
Yeah, I think it was the last year of World War II, KT, that that they started putting it out. Yeah.
Well, hopefully mine's not going to be that bad. Hopefully.
Well, it's not anything major, you know,
Yeah.
but it just said it's weird that the top of your shoulders hurt.
Hmm.
They just, and I don't think it lasts very long.
Now, I have heard of this thing, what they call, even my dad, I think, has had it a time or two, of what they call rolling gas. And what that is where it just, you hurt all over with that. Because it's gas bubbles that
Ain't no telling.
Build up in your system that and as it moves, it's very painful. That's what I've heard people. Dad talked about, and a few other people have told me about rolling gas, and said if you ever get that stuff, woo, you gonna be wishing for some. You're gonna be wishing for some pain meds.
I thought you were fixing to tell us they come from eating pinto beans or something.
No.
Not that kind of gas, huh?
You gotta wait for it to dissipate on its own. Gas problems anywhere can be relieved with saltine crackers.
Damn, I shouldn't have no gas in as many of them as I eat. I love saltine crackers now.
That's something I'm not too crazy about. I'm just not. I never was crazy about saltines.
Boy, I eat them. I've got then saltine crackers got what 4 packages in them, and I'll go through about one of them a week just by myself. But sometimes I just soon have those crackers as I had bread.
See, I'm not a big fan on bread or crackers.
Oh, I am on that.
I've cut out a lot of foods. I don't eat nowhere near as much as I I used to. I kid you not. I changed quite a bit. I I will say I used to. I used to really. I kid you not. I used to really pack away the food when I would go to a when I go to a restaurant or something. I would eat like 4 or 5 plates of like my normal food, and then I'd eat dessert on top of that. So I used to really, I used to really pack it away, and I guess, I guess what made me change is that I I saw what would happen if I kept eating and eating and eating, and especially when my mommy was diabetic, and she would eat anything coming and going, and she wouldn't even listen to her doctors or anything, and yeah, and I just made some changes, and I decided, if I wanted to, I I decided you I looked at it as it's your choice to whether you want to either shorten your life or lengthen it. And I decided I was going to make some changes, and I've done that. I have done that since I made those changes. And yeah,
Now it sound like you've been talking to Kendra.
and
Sound like Troy.
I don't even hardly go to, and I don't even hardly go to a fast food restaurant anyway, because it's just, for one, it's just too expensive,
It has got expensive.
and two,
And I get so tired
huh?
cooking for one person.
Yeah,
You know, you cook for one person, it's just that's hard to do without wasting a bunch of food.
yeah.
Oh, shit. Now, if that ain't a hell of a topic.
No, no, Ron. Um, it just vanished away. Like I'm sitting right here, normal, like not in any pain or nothing with it. So I don't even know I even got anything in there, really.
Mercy. Mm-hmm. Oh Lord. One time there was a little old gal that I was crazy about. Boy, she was a good looking little gal. I won't date her so bad I could taste it. And messed around, and I finally got a date with her, and we went out and went to a movie and the whole 9 yards. Well, I took her home, walked up to the front door, and gonna kiss her good night. Well, I kissed her good night, and I guess I hugged her a little too tight, and she farted big time right there, boy. Never would get that. Squeeze too hard.
I don't know. It might be a good possibility, Tracy, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd pass that gallstone or not.
Yeah, you'd have known if you had.
You said it would have been painful if I had?
Oh yeah, Most of the time, you don't pass gallstones. They get in there because where the bile goes into the liver,
Yeah,
gallstone can't go nowhere. You know.
yeah. Where has this
Uh,
cat go to? No, I don't. I really don't. I really don't think it. I don't think that I passed it. Really, I don't.
you pass kidney stones.
So
Most of the
you.
time, I really get people in trouble is they gallstone getting them tubes and lock up, hang up.
Hey, Bree.
Hello, Miss Bree. That's right.
Oh, so okay. So kidney stones can pass, but a gallstone you're not going to pass, huh?
No, it may sit there for 25 years and never bother you. You know,
Yeah. Well, that's like
but
what you was telling me on the phone the other day when you talked on the phone. You said that you could have you could have gallstones for 20 to 25 years and you not even know it. I remember
uh,
you was explaining it to me again. It
oh, boy.
it gets in that duct of
It'll hang up then, and sometimes they'll plug that duck up and it stops it. It'll let that ball
yeah,
build up,
yeah,
gallbladder, and then all of a sudden that stone will move, and then when it dumps all that bile in your liver, well, then you wind up running to the bathroom, and just having diarrhea real bad, and then it'll stop, and then that stone will get back in the right place again. A lot of people stay sick a long time and don't realize that it's a gallstone doing it. And,
yeah.
it's not hanging up; it's just stopping it up.
I say,
Bree, you ain't on yet.
okay. Janice from Oz says her 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 stone was so big that it took up the whole bladder, and that sucker was not going anywhere. And and Troy says gallstones are there to remove gallstones. They remove the gallbladder. And didn't you say, Ron, that all stones is calcium deposits? Is that all it is? And I think he's froze. Oh man. Anyway, they're saying hello to you in the chat because they can hear you in the background. I can't help it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interfere. I'm trying to go back to sleep. And I think Ron just froze again. Well, I said hello to everybody. He says hello back to y'all. And it looks like I'm about the only one that's keeping the stream going. Good morning. He says good night, good day, good morning, everybody. He's gone. Good weather, whatever. But oh God. Oh, excuse me. But anyway, so what does everybody have planned for the weekend? Welcome back, Ron.
Damn. My butt getting sore when we're getting kicked out the door. Hello, Mike.
Okay. Moving more blades, sharpening the blades and replacing them, mowing the yard, and working on the RV roof. Okay.
Are you making any headway on your RV, Jolly? I'm about to get my cab overloaded up. Yeah, slowly but surely, I'm getting stuff put away in it.
Oh.
Were you on YouTube, Ron? One night we were in here and somebody was on YouTube and they were about 10 seconds behind. Talk about people talking over each other. Bree, what you been doing today? Too quiet. I got to turn the air conditioner on. Get too hot in here.
Hey, Jaws Jr. What you got planned for the
Hey,
weekend,
Joe.
Ron? I'm sorry.
Do I?
I was saying, what you got planned for the weekend, Ron?
Oh, I ain't no telling. I need to do a bunch of work around here, but I'm thinking about crawling on that bike and just going and riding tomorrow. Haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, I didn't. Looks like it might be sometime next week before I hear anything about the van being worked on. Um, he might call me Monday or so, or sometime next week. Of course, he knows that we have another one, so he knows we have another vehicle, so he knows that I normally don't. When we have another vehicle, I normally don't rush him on getting. I normally don't rush him on getting things done, really, because uh, you know I want him. I want to make sure that it's done right and does it uh, properly. Because if you rush into things, if you rush into getting something done, you're liable to mess things up. So I I just let him take his time on it, and when he gets to it, he gets to it.
Yep. And just ain't no use rushing about that part. They gonna do it how they want to anyway.
Yeah, and he knows I'm good about not bugging him or not getting on him about you know he knows that and he knows I trust him and things, and I know he does good work. So well, he's bound to do good work because I mean he's been at it since he's about 15, 16 years old. He's been working on cars ever since then. So he's got 30 plus years of experience. He started out working at the Ford dealership for ever how many years, and then he decided to have his own business going. So he's been at his own business for, I think he said about 27, 28 years. Where he's at now. So
Yeah, there's not many of them mechanics like that around anymore.
no, and one like I said many times before, uh, he he's also the type that will not. He may give you a suggestion or something that you need to get something done, but he will let you decide for yourself. He don't just go ahead and jump on it and work on it without letting you know and giving him the permission to do whatever needs to be done.
Trying to freeze up again.
Is that new hotspot doing that or what?
That little what?
Is that new? Is that new hotspot doing that, or is that just the internet itself?
I think internet's just that bad.
Oh,
Uh, it just sometimes it's like that. And this area that I live in
yeah.
is growing. I bet the population's doubled here in the last 6 or 8 months, and in this area, and you can tell. Say like at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you have, and like it's Friday night, so there's going to be a lot of people on the internet, and there's
Yeah.
just not enough bandwidth to go around.
So you're saying the more. I don't know about that. Hey, hey, William. So you're saying the more people are on the internet, the less bandwidth you're gonna have?
Yeah, it just you know it's just like there's just so much coming through it, just like water coming through a water hose. It's just so much can get through. They got some they got some bees they call what wood bees, carpenter bees, that go through wood like crazy.
Every time
Yeah,
every time I hear something about bees, I think of that bee story.
don't mind me. I would, I'd a hell of a lot rather have that bee sting me on the arm than I had where he did. Yeah, I bet that's right, Joe. That, you all right, Kenny?
I'm thinking of that story. I'm seeing that picture in my mind.
Joe, that was real damn personal.
Phew.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that was the worst part about it.
Yeah, Janice. I mean, they just. Whew. Uh, Janice, I'm seeing that picture myself.
Mm. I don't know if I should have told this down here. Y'all won't never with that one.
Wait, it's kind of like Ron with that pineapple. He will never live down that pineapple story.
Mm.
Oh, whoa. But yeah, I can imagine how painful that was, Ron.
It'll light you up a little bit now.
I guess it must be one time. You sure ain't gonna forget that, are you?
No, that had things on your mind. I promise you. Yeah, it was, Jaws. Mm-mm-mm. And I'm like Janice. I think the worst part of the deal was be sitting there with a damn pair of tweezers at 3 o'clock in the afternoon up on a bed, naked as a jaybird, trying to get the stinger out of that thing. Ooh.
It's probably a good thing I don't have coffee in my mouth now.
No, I never have done it, but I had some country cousins that did it. I mean, some city cousins that did it before. We talked them into it. Because I had some cousins that had never been out of Houston, Texas, and they come up here to my dad's ranch. We get them in more damn trouble. Talk them into more crap. Mm-mm. No, I didn't pee on anything. Oh, I know. You put them, catch a horse for them, and put them up on that horse and loosen the girth up on that saddle. Watch them wind up under a horse's belly. You know, when I was growing up, kids played rough. You know, it's a wonder any of them got grown.
Yeah.
Tim, you've heard this story before. You know what they're talking about, don't you? Yeah.
You felt something up your britches leg, didn't you?
Who was that Scott talking about a doohickey? Yeah, you know, oh, shit. Okay, I'm going to tell this one more time. If Kenny stopped laughing long enough. Anyway, I was running the steel shop, and we had a bunch of pipe out back on racks. And I'd been out there cutting some of that pipe up. And we also sold deer feeders. And well, there's a couple come in and want to look at the deer feeder. So I come walking back up to the shop, and all of a sudden something sort of got my attention. And the more I walked, the more I lit up. And it sort of popped me right on the bottom of the, what we call mountain oysters. I kept walking along, and I stomped my foot, and a damn bumblebee fell out of there. And I was standing there talking to them people, and the longer I talked to them, the more I lit up. Finally, I told one of them boys that worked for me. I said, you talk to these people, I got to go. So it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I went to the house and found a damn pair of tweezers. Every time you took a step, that damn stinger was rubbing. And I found a pair of tweezers and shucked out of them britches and hopped up in the middle of that bed. And I had one leg sticking straight up in the air and trying to get hold of that damn stinger and pull it out, and my wife walked in. What in the hell are you doing? So now you know the story. Kenny ain't never gonna get over that one.
Oh, oh, almost.
Shut up, Kenny. Oh Lord. Yeah, that's what I said a little more than that, Tim. I shouldn't have never told that story on here because I've had to tell it about 4 or 5 times because people get to laughing about it, wouldn't know what the hell we're talking about. You recorded it, Jones?
Oh man. Good.
You said a mouthful in, Ron. See,
Ron Cease America says that great balls of fire. And Bree says, well, now I pictured that.
doohickey. I nearly got you, didn't I? Mm. Oh, Jaws, it's going to get recorded. I don't know if they told you that I started a deal here last week, and starting as young as I can remember and just going up and telling stories and what happened to me when I was a kid and that kind of stuff. Just sort of record to give my kids something to laugh about one of these days. Oh, Lord.
Jolly Matilda said it stung you through your pants.
Do what?
Jolly Matilda said it stung you through your pants.
No, it was in my pants.
Oh.
It was on the inside of it. Well, that's good. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I ain't going to say it. I'm going to let it go.
I'm not touching that one.
No comment. It'll make you step pretty high.
It'll make you shout and holler with it, Rose.
And I'm not even going to comment on that.
Oh, Eric, Nomadic Fanatic, got stung by a scorpion? Ouch.
Hell, I guess if you got stung in the right place, it'd work better than Viagra.
Oh, oh, Lord. Well, oh, I'm seeing the picture right in my mind now.
You think we all in the wrong chat? Mm-mm-mm. Pass the popcorn now. I ain't going there, Troy. Shut up, Kenny.
Maybe now. Oh, Ron says, Becker says, how long did you have to drag them around after that beast owned you, Ron?
No, a tight pair of jeans take care of that. I like the way these women tell that story and how they jazz it up. Some of the adjectives they use. Mm-mm. I think most people wouldn't have told that on themselves. Would you have told that story, Kenny?
I probably would. Oh.
So if you get on that cruise ship and a beast stings you, you know what to do.
I'm gonna hopefully not get stung there. Otherwise, I will be. I will be shedding my clothes off quick.
Oh, Ann ain't gonna let me live that one down. Now, Ann, if the roles had been reversed, would you have passed that up? I can just see me up in the middle of that damn bed mixing baking soda and water. I know you wouldn't have passed that one up. Mm-mm-mm. Well, I always figured if you couldn't laugh at yourself, you wouldn't. You were too uptight. Sometimes that's the best thing in your job. You know why you go to the ER? You just it's not nothing wrong. You just want to brag about it. Most women do, and it might be 5 years later, but they gonna get even. That's always amazing. You get in an argument with your wife, and she start eating you out about something that happened 5 years ago, and you don't even know what the hell she's talking about. Just see, they all agreeing on that one. Yeah, because I learned how to say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, yes, dear, and no, dear. I might not mean it, but I'll say it anyway. You might want to amend that statement. A lot more trouble. Uh huh. Damn, I read that wrong, Janet. I had to go back and reread that statement. No, they don't forget now. Ain't no doubt about that. Well, I'm worse than you, Jaws. I don't think there's one alive could put up with me. Well, it don't make no difference, Diane. Y'all gonna. There's no way that you can give a woman a compliment. You can say, I like your hair today. Well, you didn't like the way I had it yesterday. Or, I like that new perfume you got. Well, you didn't like what I was wearing? I mean, you can't win.
I've heard that saying, happy wife, happy life. In other words, if your wife ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
Well, that's what I said. All I got to do is keep Rocky happy. Well, I tell you what, one thing I learned is I quit when I got single. I quit hanging around with married people because one or two things was going to happen. The guy didn't want you around his wife because you were single then, or the woman didn't want you around her husband because you were having too damn much fun and she didn't want her husband to see that. Yeah. Well, you can't never tell it, Aaron, that B might have had bad eyesight. You know, never mind. I ain't going there. Happy life, no wife. Yeah. Goodness. Oh, now. Yeah, but now that's not a compliment. Open the door or pulling a chair out. Damn, what the hell did you start tonight, Kenny?
I don't know why.
Mm-mm. This topic is bounced from one end to the other, literally. Mm. Boy, y'all getting the fires out there. Well, I got to admit, that's one thing I still do.
What's
I'm
that?
gonna pull a chair out for a woman or open the door for her. Of
And
course,
I always let the ladies go first.
I did that. I got in trouble over that one time, Kenny. There was a truck stop out in right outside Cheyenne, Wyoming, and my wife was with me. And the truck stop had just opened up that day, and they had three or four waitresses in there, and there wasn't but one guy in there. But
Yeah.
when my wife was with me and we were on the road, I'd always open the door for her. But I told her, I said, since we're on the road, the I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to walk in first, just in case I was to walk into something that I needed to handle before you got in the way. And so we did that. But then it got to be a joke. She'd walk in the door behind me, and I'd snap my fingers and point behind me, like
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. If there was any women around, you could see the hair stand up on the back of their neck. Well, we walked in that place and I snapped my fingers and pointed behind me. Of course, my wife was laughing about it. And we walked in there and them waitresses got to chewing on me. And I turned around and looked at that other warrior truck driver. Looked at him. I said, you know, ever since we give these women a damn right to vote, they think that we're good, that they're good at work. God almighty. Them poor gals are beating on me, doing everything in the world. And that old guy looked at me and just ducked his head and said, boy, you got a death wish. Oh, goodness. Me and that gal had some good time. Another time when we were driving, the drivers all had a meeting about 7 o'clock in the morning before everybody got their loads and took off. And me and Sandra walked up there, and there were 10 or 12 drivers standing there. One of them looked at me and said, what you so quiet about? I said, oh, me and Sandra got in an argument last night. And she was standing there. And the guy said, well, what y'all get an argument about? I said, oh, it's all same old deal about a man not putting the lid down or putting the lid up. And I said, she jumped right in the middle of me and told me, said, you ain't never lived till about 2 o'clock in the morning. You're half asleep and you walk in there and sit down on that commode and your butt falls down in that commode. I turned around and looked at her and I said, there ain't no way in hell your butt fit in that commode. That's when I had to leave. Sometimes your mouth just runs away with you. LOD. I can just duck quick, Janet. The bad part about it, once I come up with something like that, usually it just pops out. It's not nothing I thought about. How you doing, D? Mm-hmm. Oh, me. Ooh. Mercy. How come Charles got so quiet? Let me get fried up here by myself. It's all Ken's fault. What's the matter? What? What are you grinning about? You
None.
got some kind of evil thought in that little pinhead of yours. Come on, I'll give you a quarter to tell me what you were thinking for.
Oh, Lordy. You kill me, man.
You must be thinking had some hellacious thought.
Oh, Ron, you're killing me, brother.
Oh goodness. Well, what do you think about it? We ain't quite at 2 hours, but we pretty close. Y'all about ready to shut it down? My eyes are getting tired. Well, see, as long as you're in there, I can blame it on you, Ron. Might be like my mama said. Said, yeah. Said, I wasn't supposed to be able to have no more kids, and then here you come. Said, you've been a joker since the day you were born. I worked on it some today, and hopefully this weekend.
Night tea.
Good night, T and Lillian, Janet, Ron, Diane.
Y'all have a good weekend.
Yeah,
I
y'all.
sure, I sure hope my weekend's a whole lot better this weekend than it was last weekend for sure.
Hello, Victoria. I didn't see you come in. Good night, all. I'm gonna get off here.
Last weekend it was not a very good week. Last weekend, for sure.
We still got 26 people in here.
Yeah, I know.
Mm.